So while venturing around town looking for new toys to reveal and some interesting blind bags that you've probably seen on this channel by now, it was hard not to notice these big gold boxes everywhere I went, which is called Treasure X. And the thing about this is it seems like it's this huge collecting thing because they had these big boxes of them everywhere I went. They had play sets and collectors, slash collectors bins to keep all your figures in. And apparently there's like 24 in this series alone. They were also on clearance everywhere I went. So apparently this didn't go over very well, or is something brand new that is not selling at all. And I think I'm starting to figure out why. So, Treasure X, X marks the spot. Will you find real gold dipped treasure? Yeah, apparently the gimmick of this is 1 in 12 of these boxes has actual gold in it. A slight tiny amount of gold on a very tiny plastic bauble. And apparently there is an odds of getting it. I guess that's supposed to be the huge draw, but apparently it wasn't enough of one. So what is this all about? So we look on the back, we see that we have 10 levels of adventure. Oh boy. All right, level 1, find the map. Spoiler alert, it'll be there as soon as we open the box. Number 2, rip the gold layer. Yeah, unwrapping the brick in this thing is considered a level of adventure. Sure. Okay. It's like taking the wrapper off of your McDonald's cheeseburger is an adventure. Though I guess in some situations it is. 3, use the coin on your quest. I have no idea how that works, but apparently it does. 4, uncover the digging tool. Okay, well, spoiler, again, there's only one thing on here that's actually useful for digging. 5, dig and chip the rock. Yeah, so, like you do for like a fossil toy, like build your own little dinosaur skeleton, it's the same thing. They poured a bunch of, sand on it, solidified it, and called it a toy that you have to dig out, because you're an archaeologist now. See, level 6, discover bones and weapon. I'm pretty sure you'll do that during step 5, but apparently that's its own step, its own adventure. I'm sorry, it's a level of adventure. It's just finding all the things they buried in here. Build your treasure hunter. I'm not sure that's a treasure hunter. It looks like he died trying to find the treasure. I think he's done hunting at that point. 8, find the treasure chest, which apparently you have to do after finding all the bones. So better not do it out of order. See, level 9, add water to fizz. I'm guessing we dump water on this thing and it just opens the chest. And that will reveal the treasure for the final level of adventure. Well, that's pretty involved for a blind box, which is apparently very, very gold inspired. Everyone in this line I've seen so far has had these big swinging neck jewelry. Yep, he's got his grill done, with the $sign necklace. They're going for a particular aesthetic here, and oh, do they go for it. All right, so I will tell you this. A bunch of this is going to have to be done off camera because I've already done one of these just to try it out, and oh boy, this gets messy. So we're going to have to do a few things between cuts, but I will show you as much as I can. All right, so, oh no, I've already discovered the tool. I've discovered the... No, I'm not supposed to do that till step 4. Oh my god, I'm already horribly off. This is already gone completely off the rails. I can't even... If I can get the tool out of the tray. There we go. Alright, so we got, let's see, we have a drill. We have a Ninja Turtle weapon. We have the thing you use to clean your cat's litter box, and then an actual shovel, which is probably about the only thing that's really going to come in handy here. Also, the shovel is opposite a sharp point, so that's really what you want when you're digging into the rock. All right. Oh, right, we have the map too. We did actually get the map. Okay. All right, so what are we supposed to do with the map? Hang on. Oh. Okay, so apparently this is all the islands. This is supposed to be like where the treasure actually is, and it does show us all the potential treasures we have. So, okay, the pyramid would be kind of cool. A little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh there. Cup, compass, gold ingot, eagle crest, typical stuff. Golden dragon coin thing, golden idol, gold skull with headphones on. I'm pretty sure that would not be found on an ancient artifact, but sure, we'll go with that. Also, the map is completely useless here. It really just shows, you know, it's just a map. It doesn't actually direct you to anything or help you do anything in this toy. Instructions on how to build the thing back there. For easier digging, place block underwater for 30 seconds. Hence why I have to step away. And this thing is hideously messy. Okay, the one I didn't have the chest fizzy thing. Say, place chest and tray and slowly add water. Once all the fizz has dissolved, it will reveal your treasure. Did you find gold? I might have to figure out some way of doing that on camera. Just because. Okay, oh, apparently the thing I threw away is supposed to be a display stand. Oh, well. Alright, so ultra rare gold dip treasures, etc., etc. And all the different pirates you can find. All weird different skeletons. Apparently there's rare crystal ones, there's ultra rare glow in the dark, and then a whole bunch of different designs. Which, there's some really weird ones, and then there's actually a few cool ones. You know, like, I don't know, there's a few weird... The bandit ones, maybe not. I want the skull, I want the samurai. That's the one I want. Or, oh, we have some Egyptian. I like Egyptian aesthetic. Okay, so we have a few here that might be interesting. And, actually, I'm now noticing some of these are actually unique molds as far as all the rare specialties. So good on ya. So there's actually a lot of variety here. But, also, shame on you for having a gimmick like this and putting the pirates as rare. Ugh. You fools. Alright, so the map is useless, but let's see what the brick is. Yes, you already told us to dunk this thing in water. Alright, so I'm gonna have to cut my way into the wrapper, too. Yep, it's just a big block of lime, or whatever this stuff is that's probably cancerous, but, you know, it's for kids, so I'm sure it's safe. Mostly. Just trying not to breathe this in too much. And it's sorry, like, I don't even have this thing open yet. And look, this is why I can't do this on camera. This has already made a mess of my review stage. God, I need an air can now. Okay, so apparently this is the coin that I'm supposed to use. It doesn't tell me how to use it. Just has little shapes in it. One is apparently a Christmas tree. I don't know why that's going to help me on this at all. No, it's just a bauble. Okay, so this is the part where I have to leave you now, and I have to soak this thing in water. So, I'm gonna go soak my head. And this is why I didn't do this on camera, because this causes quite a bit of debris. This looks like I'm making cookie dough. But no, this is just what is left after you get done digging the toy out. And I'll give you a hint. This is a lot more than necessary, because it's not that big of a figure. I think I figured out why these don't sell very well, because the parents are the ones who have to buy them and clean up after them. So, okay, I'm going to put that bowl aside, and we're going to get to what I actually got out of there, which is apparently a skeleton dude called Goldius Maximus. So he is apparently some kind of gladiator. I will give the toy line this much credit. They do this nice thing where the main torso is actually wrapped in plastic so that you don't have all of these little sockets taken up, because, you know, that's going to make it very difficult to get the toy together. That said, you know, there's a lot of gunk in all the little nooks and crannies of these toys, including the socket that the head goes in. So that takes a little bit of cleaning out, just to give you a little bit of an example there. But all that done, ick. God, this is going to be so messy to clean up later. I'm going to regret this video. Alright, get them together really quick. It's all simple peg and socket. There's nothing interlocking or anything like that. It's just find where the body part goes and shove it in. Alright, so arm. And you see arm and I'll go ahead and give him this little trident weapon he came with. Now I'm happy that, like, okay, so I got one with the painted teeth, so he's got a bit of a grill going, but it looks like it's part of his actual mask, so that still kind of looks okay-ish. And yeah, it's not a bad one. You know, it's certainly not one of the most interesting ones, but hey, it's an undead gladiator. I can't really argue with that. With apparently a sheriff's star on his helmet. I don't get what that's about, but I don't know. It's something anyway. We all need something. That's all I ask. I don't know what... Oh, yes, I do. I was going to say, I don't know why he's holding his hand like that. But no, I do. Because once I actually get the treasure out, that's where it goes. He can hold on to it. That said, limited articulation is just swivel wherever it pegs in, except for the head, which you have to kind of pull out off its peg in order to actually get any kind of rotation out of it. I still don't know what the coin is about. I'm just going to rest it there for now. So yeah, you can see, like, with the size of the brick, you don't really get that big of a figure. And this is like $10 a pop. Where I bought it, it retailed for like 12 or 14, and I got it for half off that, because no way. But yeah, these are fairly expensive for blind box things that create such a mess, because I guess the whole process is supposed to be the toy. You're paying for the experience, as it were. But, you know, it's not that thrilling of an experience. So let's hurry up. I have saved the best for last because I haven't opened the treasure chest yet. Now, the treasure chest itself is just a little plastic box you can open up. I actually kind of like that. I kind of like this little tiny chest. I might actually hang on to that for future prop or set piece designs. But you can see that's the fizzy part. And I could just run water over this, or just drop the whole thing in and Alka-Seltzer this thing open. Well, that's not as thrilling of a start as I hope. Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's getting a little bit volcano-y. That's actually a little bit neat effect. Now, had I known that, I would have zoomed in and gotten something for stock footage. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm not sure how long this is going to take. It looks like it's... I don't know. I think I can see the inside of the box from here. I don't know. It's a little bit hard to tell from your perspective. Let me see if I can fix it. There we go. I can hear it bubbling too. I know you definitely can't hear that. I don't know how long this is going to take. So yeah, I'm probably going to jump cut right about here. So all that fizzing managed to do was produce a glass of what looks like expired Capri Sun. But the big question is, did I get an actual piece of gold-dipped treasure? No, I did not. I got a shoe. Actually, no, I got a sandal. No, I got a shoe with wings on it with open toes. Because that's not quite a sandal now, is it? That's a little odd. Okay, so I guess... get that out of here. He's supposed to be holding his little piece of treasure that he found. That's a good boy. You managed to do the thing. Okay, so that's how one of these things goes. We didn't get gold, but don't worry, as you probably noticed, I have another one. We're going to try again because, hey, I need a retirement plan. Okay, so we learned a couple of things in between cuts here. One... someone much smarter than me figured out that the coin is actually how you tell what rare item may potentially be inside the treasure chest. You line it up with the different drawings, and then it's an X marks the spot situation. Okay, so we got that clear. Also, it says that on the instructions, so I should probably start reading those from time to time. We also found out that when running water over one of these treasure chests in order to fizz out the treasure, it fizzes way faster. I may have a piece of actual gold sitting in the bottom of the sink's drain. Time will tell. Whenever I can get around to undoing the sink just to get a piece of a toy out, who knows when that will be. And all of that for this dude in the JoJo hat. This guy is Swipe Gold Bar. And I already hate him because he's going to make me do plumbing later. But also because he's one of the dumb designs. So, yeah. I can't get, like, the skeleton samurai or anything. I have to get this dude. Oh well. So yeah, these are weird, and they have a lot of cleanup process to go. Two of those things filled up my entire mixing bowl just to get two of these little figurines out. Oh, and guess what? There's a bigger assortment for dragons. So yeah, this will definitely refill the bowl all by itself. It's mostly the same ordeal, but there are a few things that are a little bit different. They still have the map. Rip the Gold Layer is still a step of adventure. Instead of the coin, they have a translucent dragon's eye, which does the old Transformers tech spec trick of showing blue ink that's faded out. You can pretty much see where the X is without this, but this lets you find it. The digging tool's a little bit different, but it's basically the same. Yeah, it's a much bigger rock. The dragon has a lot more parts. Instead of a chest, it's a dragon heart. Instead of the fizz, it's filled with slime. And again, there could potentially be a piece of actual gold in it. There's also only 8 of these, which is good because this is a much more expensive series of toys. There's actually like an Egyptian cobra dragon in this, which looked freaking awesome, and I'm really hoping that's what's in here because I want that thing. I tried one of these before just so I knew how this toy line worked, and I got this thing, which looks like what would happen if the Joker was like a Yu-Gi-Oh card or something. But you know, okay, so I got the dumb looking dragon out of the way. So obviously this one is going to give me the good looking dragon. I'll be back shortly. And once again, we've completely filled the bowl with something that I hope is legal for me to smell this much of. Or at least, you know, won't kill me. But I'm sure it's safe. Certainly. Anyway, I didn't get a duplicate, which I thought I would with a setup like that. I thought I was leading myself to doom. But apparently I got actually a design I actually like. So I didn't get the name of this, but it's a robot. It is a cybernetic bone dragon. That just kind of screams my name. If you know this channel, if you've been watching long enough, cybernetic bone dragon, that's a combination of words that will generally get my attention. So it assembles pretty much the same way as the others. It's just a lot more parts involved this time. Again, the torso is wrapped individually, so you're not going to have to clean gunk out of it, unless it's got a hole like mine did, in which case, at the very least, it's not terrible to clean. So yeah, gold and silver with this bone detail. This is actually a pretty cool design. I'm actually quite into that. He's got one red eye and this one covered up, so I'm going to assume they're going for like a Terminator eye glow thing. Or at least I hope so, they didn't just like mispaint mine. He's also got a laser cannon on one of his legs, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, but all silver metallic paint, and then all this painted detail for the bone color. He's actually got a pretty good aesthetic going. And then they still get very bling with his necklace and his front legs, which have dollar signs on them. You couldn't let it go. You just had to just run that into the ground, didn't you? Can't just have a nice design. It's nice all around. No. Anyway, yeah, that's actually pretty cool. And once again, we have to determine whether or not we got a gold item. So, no, this time I didn't flush it down the sink. Like I said, you use this little piece on the map. It will show you the X over what your treasure is going to be. But whether it is a gold treasure or not lies inside this thing, which it says it's a dragon heart. I think it's one of those fruits from One Piece. I don't know, it kind of has that look to it. This kind of looks like evil pineapple. Alright, but it is a little canister filled with slime. And I can tell already it's not gold. Alright, so bubble. Okay, ew, okay. Why did I decide to do this part on camera? Ew. God, and it's not like your typical like slime toy. It was just like all holding together. No, this is like really viscous and sticky. All right, off. So, Okay, so with the individual ones, with the skeletons, you're... Ow, oh my god, no, this was a bad idea. This was a bad idea. How was I supposed to know the slime would be the messy part? Anyway, with the skeletons, you get an idea of what the gold treasure might be, but there's just like a ton of little trinkets that could potentially be in there. On the dragons, you definitely get the item that the map points to. So that's a little bit of a bonus as far as keeping the theme together. But whether or not it's gold or not is still random. And yeah, this is a circuit board. Isn't that the exact kind of ancient treasure that you'd want to dig up? A circuit board. How thrilling. Okay, so that goes in your 286, apparently. Okay, so what have we learned? Okay, one, we've learned that rock stuff sticks to the paint on this guy really badly, so he looks kind of terrible right now. Way worse than he did when I showed him off. What we learned is that blind boxes should not be this complex. This is more of a chore than an actual fun toy. Now, granted, I could see a kid having fun digging with this for maybe the first couple, but after that, I can picture them just getting the brick wet and ripping it open. Because that's exactly what I did just to hurry up and get to the toy. Now, considering the price on these things and the fact that there's so many of them, and then there's that super rare, maybe you get a gold item, this is a really expensive thing for a blind box, and it's a very labor-inducive blind box. I can kind of see why so many places are clearancing them out. I have no legitimate knowledge of how popular they are, but yeah, I can kind of see why they might not be doing so well. That's all I'm saying. Because I got some okay designs, and then I got these things, and some of these might see a little bit of desk time, and the others might see a little bit of garbage bin time. I haven't decided just yet.